sir. All right, so talking a little bit more about the conference and really reflecting on our processes here at our school. And notice I say our school. It's not my school. It's not your school. It's our school. It's really the idea of making things better. So would you repeat after me? Would you say you get what you give?
Get what you give.
That's part of the wisdom skills. But it really is the idea, if I give respect first, I'm more likely to get it. If I demand respect first, who's in control? Me or them?
No.
Right, it's totally them. Right? So it's the idea, let me just give. I can control what I give. I cannot control what I'm given. But I can control how I choose to receive it also. So even if you give me an insult, I can choose to receive it as a compliment. We have a young lady here at 9 years old. Someone said, "My mom says you're weird." And she said, "Thank you, I take that as a compliment. That's not how my mom meant it." That's okay too. That's a fantastic attitude at 9 years old. You know what? Thanks for sharing. Did she diminish the lady, the friend of hers? Did she diminish her by what she said? No. I choose to hear that as a compliment. That is power. That's a power that's inside of you forever. Nobody can take it from you. That's really the benefit for me of martial arts. Go back to, I told you the story, but go back to when I was younger, when I was 16, 17 years old. I could not be in a crowd because I would feel everything going on around me, the different people and what they're doing and where they are. I felt what was going on, their energies, and I would feel myself, my energy would amp up, and I would get nauseous, I would get dizzy, I would lose myself, I would go crazy on some level. Not like manic, running around, gibbering, drooling, screaming, smashing things, but just, I was just so unstable. It was like it was like a raw nerve. You know, think about the Hulk, right? What is it with the Hulk? He's a raw nerve all the time, everything. He's always angry. That's where I was at that age. Always upset. You said hi to me, I'm pissed off. You didn't say hi to me, I'm pissed off again. I had no idea why. I didn't understand where this stuff was coming from. I just knew that I felt it. And it drove me, being a controlling person, controlling personality, didn't do drugs, didn't do alcohol. I stopped smoking when I was in 4th grade. But it was the idea that just angry all the time and disconnected. You know, we did family reunions. I'm outside. I'm not be around you people, you're stupid. You have the same conversations about the same crap, tell the same stories, your lives have nothing new. That's one way to look at it. But what's another way to look at it? How about what a wonderful opportunity to be given a set of experiences. So I always want to find new stories to tell. I want to find new things to share, which means then what do? Do I stay the same or do I continue to grow and change?
Grow and change?
I continue to grow and change. You're exactly right, sir. So it's that idea that, well, rather than be upset with them, wow, what a wonderful gift. Let me be the example. Let me show you a different way to play this thing called life. But if I just sit there and tell them about, oh man, and I went here and I got to do this, and I went this place, it was totally sweet. Man, my life is so amazing. If I do that, does that serve them at all? No. Because there's no connection. It's like, wow, you're so awesome. Our lives are not so awesome. There's still an opposition. So instead, not only, man, I had this lovely opportunity, you know what? I knew the type of person, if you wanted to make those things happen in your life, you would do fantastic with that. So I help them to see the best in themselves by telling them what I see. Do you think if I did that, it might change the way they see things? So we have magic phrase number 16, what I like about you is. What I like about you is you're the type of person that sees a challenge. And sometimes you take a step back, focus, get your resources together, develop a plan, but you take action. You don't sit on the sidelines forever. Is that true? Makes sense? So if we have that magic phrase number 16, what I like about you is it's a way for us to help reframe other people. A frame is just the way you see things, right? It's a frame of reference. Hold a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, tell me what you see. I've done this before, but tell me what you see.
Cathedral.
But what does it look like? Describe it geometrically.
A three-dimensional circle.
Three-dimensional circle, but it's not a sphere?
No.
Okay, so it's more like a cylinder? Okay, just checking. But now, close your eyes. Go ahead, open your eyes. Same thing or different thing?
Same thing.
Look at it. It looks the same?
No.
Then how do you know it's the same thing? What does it look like?
It looks like duct tape.
But does it look like a cylinder?
No.
So you're not describing what you see, you're describing what you think. Describe to me what you see.
Rectangle.
A rectangle, not a cylinder? Is it smooth or is it dimpled?
It's dimpled.
And is it totally uniform or are there waves inside?
There are waves.
There's waves? I don't know, just asking. Right? Close your eyes again. Now what do you see?
Rectangle with a wave.
Same thing or different thing?
Different thing.
Right. But what if I got in an argument about you about what I saw versus what you saw, and I said, no, you're wrong, there's a wave. I don't see a wave. Yeah, there's a wave, but there's totally a wave because you couldn't see this because it was facing me. Right? So those are frames of reference. I can't see what you see and what I see simultaneously because my eyeballs only work this side. I don't know how. And maybe it's possible. I don't know. But maybe I can put my eyeballs inside your head and see from yours and mine at the same time. Personally, I haven't done that yet, so I don't know if that's possible. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But until then, I got to deal with this point of view, you got to deal with that point of view. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
How many people argue, yell and scream, destroy each other, verbally, mentally, physically, emotionally, over just different sides of the roll?
I guess a lot.
A lot of people. Well, you said this. Oh, you said that, but you meant blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't mean that at all. No, I know what you meant. Really, you've lived my life. This is one of my conversations with my dad, is he read a book. It's called Games People Play. And I don't know if it's a good book or not. I've only read part of it. But the way he used it was not a great fit for me. Because when I was younger, I would make a choice. It may not have been the most intelligent choice. But I would try to communicate to him why I did what I did. Because he asked, why'd you do that? Oh, well, because this. Right? Or should you have done that? Whatever the question was. And I would try to answer. I would start to formulate my thoughts. And I'm an external thinker. I think by talking. So I would start to explain. He'd say, you're playing the yes but game. Come back and talk to me when you want to be serious. Did I think I was playing the yes but game? What did I think I was trying to do? What did I think I was doing? Now to speak shrug. Give me some words.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Well, was I attempting to communicate or to obfuscate?
Obfuscate.
Obfuscate means make complicated. Obfuscate means to make it complicated to hide. What was I trying to communicate? Obfuscate?
Yeah,
Actually, I was trying to communicate. He asked me the question, why'd you do this? I want to tell him why I did it. Well, yeah, but you should have, this is what you should have done. Yeah, but I didn't because of this and this. There were extenuating circumstances. I wanted him to understand there was a bigger context for this course of action. There were other contexts. Rather than attempt to understand my context, he cut off the communication, in my opinion. Right? Remember, it doesn't matter how you offer, it's how I choose to receive, right? So, he was reaching to me, and he was offering something. And I was offering him something, and neither one of us accepted it. And it got to the point, I stopped talking to him for about 10 years. Other than just like social niceties of like, hey, in the hallway or whatever, or kind of nod at each other in the morning, I had nothing to say to him. Because what's the point? You're going to tell me what I think and what I feel already, then fine, talk to yourself. Obviously you don't need me. I'm just wasting your time bothering to explain what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling, or why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's a waste of time for me to even attempt to reach you. Fine. Done. Now, where do you think I got that stubbornness from?
Years of it?
Huh?
Years of being stubborn?
From my dad being stubborn, and my grandmother being stubborn, my great-grandfather being stubborn, right? I got great teachers. I learned. Not always what they want to share. But I played the exact same role my dad did. I cut communication off. I gave up. By choice. But that's not fair because I knew what I was doing. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. See, I understood and I analyzed the social dynamics. I get it. He doesn't understand me. He's not capable. So I gave up. Because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to get him to listen to me. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the resources. And at the time, it was very painful. It wasn't a warm, big, happy feeling. But in the long term, it actually served, because what did it do? It made me more conscious of my communication, and it makes me more concerned to help make sure somebody else feels heard. The gentleman in my room at the summit, anything they want to talk about, I'm game. We can talk about anything. I'm going to ask questions. I want to understand. There's a reason they're sharing this with me. There's something important. And it may not be, what they're saying may not be what they mean. There may be something deeper going on. I'll be detective, that's fine. I'm here to serve. But it's partly that gift. It's partly my dad. It's his fault. He needs to take the blame for me being a fantastic communicator and encourager. He needs to take the fault. He's to blame. Or, what a wonderful opportunity, what a fantastic gift. Which is the better story, in your opinion?
Number 2.
Right. Mine too. That's why I tell it that way. That's why I feel it that way. I love my dad. I respect him. I was very fortunate to have 2 parents that gave me unconditional love. Whatever I did, however horribly I treated them, they still loved me. And for a long time, I didn't respect them. Because how can you let someone treat you the way I do and you come back for more? Are you stupid? Are you really that dumb? You're that pathetic. You're just a couple of doormats. Now I understand they're at a much deeper level than I thought. I got a good set. It's good stuff. So this is, for me, it's all Kung Fu. It's all part of our training. Because space, energy, time. That's the science. The human body, that's the art. But what it includes in the human body is the emotions. Right? If you have someone that's messing with you, they're being a punk, they're trying whatever, and you help them to laugh at the situation from a genuine place, laugh at themselves and the absurdity of it all, and go, wow, really? You can help them to see it from a new light. Isn't it true you just want to fight? It's not true? But what if it's a fight between positive energy and negative energy? If you help them to go from being small, sad, and cold to feeling more big and happy, didn't you win something? So could you say you want to fight? But it's not, you did it with your body, you did it with your mind, you did it with your words, you did it with your emotion. Right? So what is level 2 all about? Closing space. It's about grappling, it's about wrestling, submissions, full on energy. Right? Because there are times when you have to bring everything. I've got to just smother the space. I've just got to close it down, shut it off. No room for anything. You can't punch me when I'm wrapped up in you. You can't kick me when I'm wrapped up in you. So sometimes to stop something, I have to go in. But when you're wrestling with somebody, how committed are you?
Pretty committed.
Pretty much 100%. Because if I'm wrapped up with you, you're probably wrapped up with me. And if I decide to let go and leave, you might not let go. You might have a different opinion. Uh-oh. I gotta deal with your opinion. I didn't mean to do that. So that's why we have heaven, long range, punch and kick, create space. Earth, the exact opposite. Now, I could have started earth, then heaven. Didn't matter which way. But I went with heaven because it's the idea of self-defense. Create space, get out of dodge. Earth, close the space. What's in between?
Keeping space.
Human. Right, keeping or maintaining space. Because then I can control without being caught up. Make sense? But the way the curriculum is designed is to take you from one extreme to another so you understand those extremes. Because then you learn how to find the middle path, find that common ground, find that flow and that comfort zone. Right? So Earth is designed, do too much. It's okay. And as you learn it, the goal is to understand how to do it. Not necessarily all the whys or get a lot of skill. Because level 3 and black belt, that's where you pull a lot of skill out of it. Once you know how the tool works, now you got the skill. Makes sense? So, give me one hand. Say follower.
Follower.
Give me the other hand. Say leader.
Yeah.
They go together, right? And if you want to understand anything in life, how do you do it? You got to be led through it, then you lead somebody else through it. Now you got both sides. Now you can truly play the game and develop and master the skill. You can't master it if you only have half the game. You can't master if you only have half the game. Make sense? That's why you learn as a level 2, then you go assist as a level 3. Now you pull the skill out after you've done both sides. See, this is why do I geek out so much working with parents and families? It's because, as a parent, well, right now, you're being parented, right? And do you understand everything that your dad is doing with you? No, of course not, because I'm a kid. I've never done this before. He's at least done it one time because he was a kid. So, but when you have your own sons, your own daughters, there's things that your dad is doing right now and your mom that you totally love and totally like, wow, that really makes sense. There's some things that get on your nerves, even though you have fantastic parents, and you really do. Your dad is very highly educated, and he's got a great heart, very intelligent man, very wise man. But there's going to be some things where it's just, you're different people. You're going to see things from a little bit different angle. Doesn't mean you don't love each other, doesn't mean you don't respect each other, you see it slightly different. Then when you have your own children, you're going to appreciate him in a different way. Because you're going to go through it and go, that's why he did this, because you're going to mess something up. You're going to realize, oh, because he did this, it saved me time. Makes sense? So that's that leader and follower. So who makes the best parents? Grandparents. Because they've been through both sides. They've been a follower, they've been a leader, and now they can master being a parent. That's why what we do here is it's take all of life. Everything you do as a human being, we're going to give you the experience of it in 6 years. Between first degree, from white belt to second degree black belt. You are going to have a knowledge and a skill set beyond, not even just beyond your peers, like generations beyond. This literally is a 1,500-year-old system. And you get tied into that knowledge and experience. Doesn't mean you agree with all of it. You don't have to. You're not supposed to. But as you look at it and you find resonances and you find dissonances. This makes a lot of sense. I don't like that. I'm going to do it differently. But from awareness, not from just I don't like it, but I understand why. I see the consequence. I see the energy. Same way, if you're going to be a coach for younger people and you call them kids, probably it's going to give you some challenges at times versus you call them ladies and gentlemen. It's my hallucination. Only one way to find out. Let's go play. Make sense? No, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gotta use your words. How do I know you're with me? So is the idea, there's so much stuff, and it's all good. It really is. Even the stuff that sucks, even the stuff that hurts, even the stuff that I don't know why. Stay with it long enough, move through it far enough, and you will know why. And you'll see it, and it'll be beautiful. You'll be like, oh my goodness. I've been through some things I look at them now and I go, wow, what a perfect gift. Not something I would wish on anybody, ever. Something I will work day and night to help armor people from ever having in their life. But for me, I've been through it, you don't need to. But I'll explain why. Not just because I said so. You let me know if I ever make a because I said so argument. That's 100 push-ups. Because you'll find it's not how I operate. Because I said so is never the case. There's always reasonings and experiences behind everything that I do. Even if in the heat of the moment I might say, just do it. Now's not the time for conversation, just go. But there is a reason. Alright, so